I wanted to ask you if there are any other books that actually changed your life or made a huge impact in your life, or maybe some books that you would like to recommend
Yeah.
to our listeners.
There are several. I actually made a short list because
Oh,
I suspected you might ask this question. But yeah,
wonderful.
there are several books. I mean, I think in many ways, like almost every book I read changes me in some way, right? That impacts me in some way. But some definitely have stood out as being really significant to me. One is The Intention Experiment by Lynn McTaggart, which is a nonfiction book, and it really opened my eyes to a lot of what was happening in frontier science. I mean, for decades, it's like old frontier in a way now, but really opened my eyes in many ways to that, and changed the way that I view the world in some really cool ways. Um, One of my favorite audiobooks that I've listened to multiple times is one by Jojo Moyes, 1+1, and that is I just love her story, her characters, and her character development is so beautiful, and the way she puts together a story. Some that I would highly recommend that I have worked on and helped produce recently. One of them is Postcards to Hitler, a German Jew's defiance in a time of terror, and it's a full cast audiobook. It's on Amplify Audiobooks, which I always encourage people to get it there. It's by Bruce Newberger, and it's shares the story of his family and community that leading up to and through the Holocaust. And one of the things that really was enlightening to me was that the community early on didn't recognize the real depth of the danger of what was coming.
Mm,
And
yeah.
then it was like, it's, we've seen this before, it'll pass, and there's so many ways in which that audiobook over the last several months has made me very conscious of, or not, just really reminding me again, it's not something that's out of my character, something that's very much in my character, is when I see something wrong, standing up against it,
Mm,
standing up with,
yeah.
for what's right.
Yeah.
Um, Another audiobook, also available on Amplify Audiobooks, that I helped narrate, also nonfiction, is Take Back Your Life. It's written by Janja Lalich, and it's about cults. And the
Mm,
reason I think it's so important is because it helps us to recognize the red flags for when there's maybe somebody in our lives who is, being drawn into a cult situation,
mm.
which can be terribly, terribly dangerous and detrimental. So it's really important information. And then I hope you don't mind if I just got a few.
Yeah,
I got a few
let's
more on my
go.
list, but these are all like
No, thank you
important in
so
different
much for
ways.
sharing.
Yeah. Another one also I helped narrate, but very fun, very just loads of fun. It's called Pirates of Sausalito. It's by John Byrne Barry. Hysterically funny, and just
He
very
wrote
well
many
written.
books, right? I rember
Yeah. Yeah, he's
remember
written, I
him,
think
yeah.
this is his fourth. Yeah, fourth. I've read all of his books. I really enjoy them. Um, and then for kids, your book I love, and
Thank you.
and there's also some others that are by Once Upon a Dance they're like a combination of dance, like story and dance kind of put
Mm,
together. And we did some interactive versions with live actors and green screen illustrations from the story, and it was
actually can get very creative, right?
yeah, that was really, really fun to work on. And then just last one that I'm looking forward to, that we're in production right now and is releasing on Valentine's Day, and that is The Legend of Valentine. And it's a full cast production, and really well written, and I would not be at all surprised. I do think it's going to go to film, but it's starting as an audiobook, so pretty excited about that. That one's by Sheldon Collins.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing